All right, guys. Good morning. Welcome back here. It's Friday. Woo! I'm excited. It's Friday. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Tomorrow morning at like 5, I'm gonna be leaving my apartment. I'm gonna be going to the airport back in Florida. So exciting stuff. November 20th. It's 8:51 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got plenty of time here. I'm starting a little bit early because AYRO really started, getting some momentum together. I think maybe at like 9, somewhere between 9 and 9:30, there could be a good move, and I want to be ready for that with you guys. We've been trading this one pretty much on and off pre-market. This is the only one I've traded so far. I did a lot of kind of support trading, some dip reversal trading, some pullbacks. Missed a lot of the big moves, but I'm walking away with some decent profit. And then eventually when this thing started breaking out at $8, I bought a pullback here, and then I bought a breakout again a little bit later. So actually this was the breakout, and then again I bought a breakout, and then I bought a pullback, and then I bought a second pullback. All these were base hits, very, very small base hits. We're up $430 right now pre-market, which is pretty sweet. Just being really, really conservative. I could have, probably just accumulated around 7.6, but you never know if it's going to be the stock that, holds and continues to run, or if it's going to be the stock that, kind of pulls back. So to me, this is day trading. I'm not, if I'm swing trading, I put it in a different account starting now. And that's different, so I like to take my base hits. And then, if I like AYRO as a stock, then I'm going to buy a bunch where it makes a little bit more sense, and hold this one based on whatever my trade thesis is going to be. So so far today, day trading has been working out pretty nicely. This whole week has actually been a green week. We've had no home run days though. All the days today this week were pretty chill. There was okay opportunities, but I missed a lot of them. AYRO, guys, pumping again here. Thanks, guys. Yeah, it was not a bad pre-market. AYRO, guys, pumping again. Let's see if I can cover my flight, which was like 450 euros. It's actually pretty cheap for a flight. Nice energy coming in here. Are we going to break that shoulder? That shoulder is roughly at 840. I would like to see a crack of 840. That would give a little bit more conviction behind this move. Let's see what happens. Oh, you were in that 6.5. Sorry to hear, Steven. That's what I'm saying. Like these things, you just never know what's going to happen. So sometimes I also, if I hold too long, I take profitable trade and do something silly with it. AYRO just hit a new high of day, guys. Just hit a new high of day. I didn't think this thing would start running again right away. I was thinking, okay, I'll start the stream earlier, and then maybe around 9:05, 9:10, 9:15 even, maybe we'll have a little bit more action, but nope. Yeah, Sarah, not a bad idea. Is always wait for that volume. That's what I was doing before the breakout. I was trying to avoid buying breakouts until we saw big volume. Kind of feel a little bit eager beaver right now, so I don't know if I'm going to trade this. It looks like it has good potential, but sometimes you're looking at a ticker and you just have like a little bit of FOMO. I feel like that's how I feel right now, so it might be better just to not trade for a second or two. I think I just broke my pen. Oh, I like this pen. What the heck is going on here? Strong pullback. That could be a buy entry right there. That was a decent pullback. Let's see how this thing performs. I'm a little nervous it's going to have a more aggressive pullback. That's why it's a little cautious there. That was kind of an aggressive one. Could be setting up for a possible breakout. I'm just watching this one, seeing the price action. This is the clear lead gap everyone's watching. Maybe FTCI as well, but it's not trading as nicely. Volume's lighter on it as well. Wouldn't be surprised if it got closer to 8.2. No, instantly. Okay, I was waiting for a little bit more lows like this. It's a bit of a choppy setup right now, I think. I mean, in theory right now, this is a pullback with a possible reversal back above 850. That's what I would be thinking. But at the same time, I don't really trust it as much anymore. Here we go. That's kind of what I was thinking we would see. Sell off there. 822. That's exactly what I was waiting for. Let's see where this area holds. Can you break it? Possible small entry here. Missed that entry. You guys probably saw that. Just missed it by a hair. Yeah, I was just literally a second too conservative on that one. Could have walked away with a little bit of profit. Oh well. So let's talk about AYRO a little bit here. USA auto manufacturer. We've talked about it several times. They're coming out with quarterly results that look pretty good. I gotta say though, their revenue like around $250,000 for a company that's $130 million market cap to me sounds super light. And a little bit nerve-wracking there, but I guess, you know, with AYRO, you're buying growth, you're not buying value, so you have to kind of put that in perspective a little bit. You guys probably remember this. We've looked at a few videos on this channel before from AYRO, but basically they're an EV company, but they're not, you know, making trucks, they're not making you know, cars and buses. They're making these kind of like utility things. Well, let's just read it. Purpose-built, versatile, all-electric vehicles. Whoa, what's their investor presentation? I kind of popped in my face there for a second. AYRO designs and manufactures compact, purpose-built, automotive-grade electric vehicles. Our best-in-class, versatile, sustainable vehicles are used as part of a fleet on university and corporate campuses. So kind of like a golf cart or you know, Gardner vehicle on steroids for commercial and urban delivery and many other applications. I actually like this because it's not really competing with a lot of the other EV companies. I like this. Yeah, here's their little lineup, which looks pretty solid. I feel like I've probably already seen this car on a college campus, just like, you know, I totally get the use case for it. So it really, really makes a lot of sense. Oh, I like the hotels and stuff. Hey, look, Solo in the building over here with their 311 model. Yeah, I like it. So the fact that they're up on earnings is nice. Thanks, Final Countdown. Are those all three on your watch list? Interesting players for sure. Definitely more of the volatile type. AREC. Actually, do I know about that one? I would have to look it up. So here, okay, so I was a little bit underestimating it. I said $250,000. Revenues are 388. Quarter of a million. Revenues are 388,000. I memorized it wrong, but it's, point is still taken. I mean, with a $150 million market cap, it's going to be much bigger today. It feels like the revenue is very light for that. Market cap. $200 per month to 600. That's a nice. See, this is where you're buying the value. They're increasing their EV production from 200 electric vehicles to 600 per month. That sounds really good. The thing about this ticker that I would just kind of remember is the fact that this isn't the first green day. It's not even the second green day. It's part of a longer run that AYRO has been having. And man, oh man, accumulating right down here at 206 would have been such a money move. So this is where I would look for swing trades a little bit more. So I'm going to be hunting the swing trades a bit more with our IRA portfolio, but strong move here on AYRO. Right now we had that high of 848. That's above the last major high. And if you just scroll out way further, you can see that at one point this company was doing much better before it really kind of sunk into oblivion for a long period of time. The year was that 2018? Yeah, so that was a long time. So these are some huge resistance zones we've been approaching. I wouldn't be surprised. My next big price target here is like 950, a little bit before 950, maybe 940. So what I'm going to be looking for AYRO at the market open is, I don't know. The market open, like, it does what it wants. It either spikes up, spikes down. If it spikes down, I'd probably look for a red to green move. If it spiked up, I would look for bull flags. But the next major price target I'm going to be looking for is 950. Yeah, life. You know what? Thanks for pointing that out. I was actually a little bit unsure about that. So thanks. Life is correcting me. Got public in April. Okay, really good to know. That is right down here. Hold on, let me actually look that up just so I can have these specific dates. 1 second. Let me come back to you guys in a second. Don't want to be spreading fake news here. Thanks for correcting me. That's why we got this community. AYRO Innovates. It was founded in 2017. Blah blah blah. They had a direct public offering on July 21st where they raised $10 million. The offerings is, yeah, I'm actually going through the offerings right now, and that's always a big red flag, especially with these companies that are going exponential. And that's what I was saying here. This isn't the first green day. It's not the second green day. It's not the third green day. So you really want to be a little bit careful here, because when a stock does a huge run up like this, even Tesla did it. What are they thinking? What are the why I think fundamentally, why does a company IPO? A company IPOs to raise capital, right? And when their stock price goes up, guess what they can do? They can sell more shares into the market, diluting the investor's share, but raising more capital, because you need capital to grow, especially as an EV company. A lot of competition. You want to be quick. You want to get market share fast. So they're going to take advantage of these high prices. So me personally, I would not be an investor in these prices. You guys probably already knew that because I'm very conservative on these kind of setups, but day trading this one, it's got good moves for now, and I'll probably be looking to keep trading it till at least 10:30, and we'll kind of see what happens from there to see how much steam this thing can blow off before. Who knows? Maybe some news comes outside. Be very cautious here trading this one, especially like midday consolidation. Boom, you can get slapped with a press release. The last offering here was at $5 a share. Let's see, emissions free. I'm just going through the glass wire. Being offered, shelf registration, S file, a form S3, that's the classic file, securities, no one declared, number 9. Usually they say how many shares they're offering right at the top, but I'm not seeing it. Okay, so it wasn't an IPO, it was a reverse merger or kind of a SPAC acquisition. Just doing a little bit more research here because this is one of the hottest tickers on the day. We do have FTSI, guys. Technically, it's a bigger gapper, around 50%. Second green day on FTSI. My original main issue with this ticker was just the pure lack of volume. So I'm not really sure how much I'm going to be looking at this ticker. Technically, it ran up to 18 bucks on just no volume. So I don't know, not super stoked about it. That's why I'm really kind of looking into AYRO a little bit more. We got KXIN popping up here as well. Quick mover. Match, you have to use mark percent change. Look at my screen right now, just highlighted it, mark percent change. That's what you got to switch the field to. I had the same problem. I was so confused and frustrated for a while, and then somebody in the chat room, somebody here told me about it, and I was like, oh my lord, I've been doing it all wrong.
Electric vehicles are no longer a future.
Another kind of thing to be extra shady. This is so shady. They literally have a sales page to buy stocks. So just keep that in mind, guys. This one, they're definitely trying to pitch this company a little bit, and that's great if you're trying to do secondary offerings. Thanks, Match. If that's how you pronounce the username. Hopefully I'm getting it right. KXIN, guys, worth watching right now. Company, AYRO really selling off here, big volume, just cracked VWAP. While KXIN is doing a bit of the opposite. The insider just dumped a bunch of shares at 315 on KXIN, but it almost looks like just a bad sell at this point. I'm not sure what the catalyst is on KXIN. I don't know why this one's popping. Maybe short squeeze or something. The short float on KXIN, guys, is 72% according to FinViz. That's really high. If you like put that in perspective, a ticker like RIDE has a short float of 12. So that's a huge short float. So be a little bit careful, guys, with KXIN. This will actually kind of the opposite. This thing probably will be squeezing pretty heavy, which is awesome. I think it's up on no news, but massive short float. No news, massive short float, though, 72%. Boom! This is going to be interesting. Right now it's up 30% roughly. 185 market cap. 1 million float, guys. This thing's going to pop in all sorts of directions. This is going to be, KXIN is going to be super entertaining to watch. I don't know if we're going to trade it, but we'll see. All right, we got another 15 minutes here before the market opens. Good time to do some stretches, try to touch your toes. I can't touch my toes. I don't know if you guys can, but I'm probably like the world's most unflexible person. And I stretch, well, not every day, but like at least 5 times a week, I would argue. Maybe 4 times a week. Sometimes I forget to do it. It means what percent of the float has short interest? You know, how many people are betting against this stock? And if you're betting against a stock and you need to close it, you're going to have to buy and you're going to push the price higher. And if a bunch of people are closing their short positions on a 1 million float stock, whoo, it's gonna be a rocket. Oh, the sit and reach. Oh, that test was miserable in PE. I remember that. I was always really bad at it as well. Ooh, AYRO, guys, literally falling off a cliff right now. Broke VWAP, and it is just on a serious tumble right now to the downside. Oh! As I was saying that, it just continued dipping. Here we go. Put it on the main screen. Could bounce here. 7.5 is huge support. It's a critical support zone, but when a ticker pre-market is dropping towards support that fast, I usually don't buy it because since tickers don't get halted pre-market, Sometimes you can really ride a stock all the way down. This almost feels like there's news. I mean, this is really selling off now. Be careful, guys. This is a multi-day huge green run on AYRO, and the last thing you want to do is get stuck in an offering. And honestly, Friday's the perfect day to do an offering because people are going to start forgetting about it over the weekend. Yeah, it's good stuff. Do I want to see a flush on KNDI? I'm not that evil. I hope so, Constantine. Let's see if we can what we can do. All right, well, AYRO keeps selling off. Let's go back to KXIN. It's good fun to watch this one. I'm really thinking that this might find a little bit of support here with that amount of shorts. Sell volume is fading. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing started moving back to the upside, broke 380. This is what I'm looking for, 379. It's the last ticker that went through. Not ticker, tape. Boom, breakthrough 380, nice. See what kind of continuation we can get. I'm on my 4th cup of tea. I'm gonna do like 10 bathroom breaks on this live stream. I feel it already. I don't really want to stop drinking. Welcome to the stream, Corey. Interesting tickers we got today. AYRO is a really nice one pre-market. Trading this one was had some momentum behind it, but it's so overextended that I don't feel super comfortable holding this one very long, and I'm worried there's going to be an offering. And then with KXIN, the short float is over 70%, so with a 1 million float. So KXIN has that huge spike ability, more so than AYRO. AYRO, that 10 million float, yeah, I mean, that's a low float, but, you know, KXIN with a 1/10 of that. There's no news on KXIN, but it's a Chinese company with a huge float, I mean, short float, so I wouldn't be surprised if this thing was ripping in all sorts of directions. I don't know, I had a pretty good pre-market, so at the opening bell, I think, you know, unless I see a really good setup, I'm going to take it very easy. I don't want to rush into anything, and then we'll see. We'll kind of play it by ear from there. You could start trading crypto, Will. That a lot of exchanges they'll work with. Other than that, I don't know. Get your parents to co-sign account for you. That's a good solution. And then, you know, you just trade it. But yeah, paper trading is a good idea. Co-signing is definitely something I would consider with your parents. And then study. Remember, for all the new faces here that are just dropping in for the first time, first, welcome to the live stream. And if you want to join the community, guys, we have a Discord group right here. If you go on the link in the video description below, tradejournal.co, check out the Discord group. We're always in there talking about our swing trades and day trades and whatnot over the weekend. You can see my latest activity on tradejournal.co/Winkler. We have a sponsor right now with actually, they're giving out 4 free stocks. So check out our sponsor link right here. And then if you guys are interested in a savings account, we have Yoda savings account with 100 free lottery tickets if you use the code Winkler. I haven't won anything this week, but last week I won $4, which was kind of cool. This week's going a little bit slower for me. And then if you want to learn more about day trading and swing trading, we have a whole entire free foundation video series. It only takes 1 to 2 hours and you'll get through the whole thing. We got some slides and checklists right here as well. So all the goodies you guys need is in that first link, and I'll always update this page accordingly. Now let's go back to the tickers. And actually, before we go to the tickers, let's go back to the SPY. Actually, not back to that. We haven't talked about the SPY yet. We gotta freaking figure out what's going on with the indexes, because they've been kind of consolidating a lot lately. And you know, when something consolidates for a while on reducing volume, then there's usually something about to give at one point. So SPY down 0.04%. So the market's going to open fairly neutral. We have that high of 364. So right now we're 357. Let's actually go here to the 4-hour and see if we can dig a little bit more information out of this pre-market action. I'd be a little nervous here. It looks like there's more downside potential than upside potential. We weren't able to continue breaking higher, and right now this could be a lower low from here, lower high. So we have a high here, and we have a lower high here, and this could be the next lower high. Maybe it's going to break out to like 360 or so, but if it was, and I was trading the SPY, I'd be taking profits at 360, and then I would look for buying back maybe in the 350s or so. So let's see, maybe we're going to get kind of like a morning run, and then maybe it's going to start consolidating and selling off in the afternoon. I don't know. It's always hard to kind of predict the overall market, but that's just an idea. FTSI keeps popping up here. Volume is increasing a little bit. All right, I'm going to do my last restroom break before the market opens, and then I will see you guys in a second. Remember, change your good time of force to day if you guys have that, or you're going to be tripping over yourself on TD Ameritrade like I do sometimes, and it is stressful. All right. So I was reading in the chat that Ross Cameron's not streaming today. Is that true? That there's somebody else substituting or something like that? What's going on over there? Took a day off. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, especially if you got those $250,000 profit days. It's also not a bad track record. I'm substituting. Oh God, pressure. Yeah, actually, Ba, I'll take this next like 30 seconds to talk about some ideas. What I want to start doing is going through our P&L at the end of the live stream or sometime in the middle, or I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but whatever I do, I'm going to timestamp it when we do our kind of like midday recap during the live stream. I'm going to timestamp it in the video description below. So that way, when you guys watch the playback, there's going to be a few important parts that are timestamped. And I'm going to already be writing all those kind of key times down in my notebook here. That way I don't forget. And I actually forgot already to open it. So thanks for letting me know about that. Or asking that question. It's always good to ask questions. There we go. All right, guys, the market open is about to happen, and quick little recap here. So far, we're up 437 on AYRO. You got to be careful with this ticker. At first, we were trading the range, and once volume came in, I started trading a few breakouts on it. It's a little bit of a bigger ticker lately with that market cap popping up ever since it's on its multi-day run. So I figured, I'm going to trade it a little bit more like a larger company. And I think that kind of worked out today. Now it's really selling off, so you want to be really careful here. I'll probably be watching KXIN on the main screen with you guys, and then I'll have AYRO on my second screen. And if I enter a trade, I'll switch the tickers. Right now on the 5-minute chart on AYRO, there's been 4, 5, 6, 7 big red 5-minute candles in a row. Wouldn't be surprised if it maybe did a somewhat of a bounce at one point. That's a lot of pre-market selling off. So we know that like 7. We know that between 650 and like 740, there's big support, and right now it's bouncing off of 740. So if it doesn't hold this 740 zone well, I'm gonna keep my paws off and then see if it breaks 7. If it breaks 7, depending on the strength of the break, I'd maybe consider buying a red to green move there. So let's see what happens. Open mind, but don't want to get overly aggressive. Princess, call it a day. Yeah, maybe. I mean, if we don't see a good setup, then that's it. But I only max stop my losses. That way we can have much bigger green days, but we don't have those huge red days. All right, guys, another 30 seconds here. Good luck, everyone. Seconds. Calm and collected. No need to rush into anything. I mean, it's Friday. Tickers are questionable as well. Markets are nice though. Markets are just chilling. Here we go. AYRO instantly spiking higher, but looks like it's already having issues. KXIN, let's see if it finds somewhat of a bottom here. 725 AYRO, that's a critical spot. Still a huge amount of selling. It's so that typical, like, you know, 10% or something like that. I'm not totally sure if that's what I would be looking for. Possible a big bounce here off of 7, or at least somewhat of a bounce. Nice. 780, 680 could be an interesting spot as well. Check out IDEX pumping over 140. Does it have a catalyst? I didn't see one earlier. KXIN, nice moves there. KXIN looking really big short float on KXIN with a 1 million float. This one has that huge spike ability. This thing could easily get halted. Might try a small size on it. Past 420 any moment. Possible setup here for a breakout and then a halt. 320, 420, boom. Did it break it? Phew. My God, there it goes. Yeah, congrats to anyone that took that. I was really thinking about it myself. I had plans to buy around 790, 795. I wanted to break the 4. KXIN could really get halted here. Thing. KNDI is down 18%. That's just ferocious. Why is it down so much? What happened with KNDI? Offering? So it looks like an offering. Yep. Offering news. Classic. $100 million common stocks and warrant. This is why we want to be so careful with it. AYRO really trying, you know, AYRO is impressive. It held this area much better than I was thinking it would. So I like what I'm seeing here with this ticker. Ooh, AYRO trying to break VWAP here. Nice. So this one sold off so much pre-market that we were anticipating a bounce, but I was a little bit too conservative, waiting for a bigger sell-off. KXIN had its first pullback. KXIN selling off. Could find some big support here around 4. Volume is light. I'm not super thrilled about it though. AYRO is about to break a new high of day, guys. This is absolutely ripping here. I did not think that open was going to be so strong. Prove me wrong. Crazy, crazy. This is the fastest we've seen this move, ticker move all day. New minute, here we go. No trades yet from me since the open. It was all pre-market trading. Nice KXIN setup here. 4% move. I like the market right now. The overall market at this like negative 0.15 area is beautiful. It's just kind of chilling, really letting small caps do a little bit more work. I'm a little bit nervous that some of these moves are a little bit false, like false setups, so I'm not trading anything. There goes KXIN on a little bit of a dip. This could be a higher low on KXIN. That'd be like really good case scenario, breaking back above 4. Let's see how high it goes. AYRO is setting up a potential flag here. It has pretty nasty wicks since the open, so only thing I'm considering maybe avoiding. AYRO, guys, big congrats to anyone trading this one because this is really, really doing much better than I expected. I was expecting a red to green move, but it all reversed much harder and earlier than I was planning for. That's why I didn't end up trading it. $9.40 now, 20 minutes since the market opened, or 10 minutes. No trades yet since the open. For me, still all of my trading was pre-market. KXIN, I kind of like the support it's forming here. You know, try to pull back, but constantly had some support. I'm just going to give it a little bit longer, let it kind of marinate, and see if we can get a good 5-minute setup at one point. Right now, this could be a 5-minute bull flag forming though, so don't want to miss the opportunity fully. 410 getting chipped away, break of 410, here we go. Yeah, Corey, I feel the same, and I just somehow I don't feel like it's gonna hold, and that's why I haven't been trading it this whole time. I'm not totally sure how to kind of go about it. I think all the airlines are just getting started on their recovery, so I think all those are good tickers to probably go long. Whee! KXIN is going for it. Decent energy in that first 10 seconds of this minute. $4.4 is the high. I don't know why, but I'm really just not thrilled about it. $26 loading up. Could be a good spot. Big buyers there at 424. Wow, pop her up right there in the same. Nice. $9:44 a.m. Still got some time. Plenty of time. Five-minute looks really good on KXIN. It's definitely coming together a little bit nicer. Seeing if this thing could hold here. Seeing what kind of support we can find. AYRO is selling off. Just had a fill on KXIN. Looks like a little bit too soon, getting stuck in a little bit of a sell-off here. I was really liking that 5-minute setup there, but I guess, you know, it's one of those tickers that didn't really work out this time. Looking for just a... Okay, taking a small loss on that one. Bought at 422, sold at 402. Small loss there, no big deal. Was looking for a quick pullback below this candle and then looking for a continuation. That was kind of my goal there. A little bit flushed out on that one, but it's not a big deal. We're down on KXIN. It looks like $24. So overall, I think that was my first red trade of the day, actually. Is what it is. Oh man, Constantine, I really don't know. I would really contact TOS about that. That's really stressful. Order cancel rejected. I'm not sure about that. Quickly try to maybe get out on it. Maybe mobile or something like that. Yeah, nice. KXIN definitely worked out. You know, I would have been... The move was somewhat correct, but my entry was early and then I got shaken out. So 5% move there could have worked, but this time it didn't. Luckily, I didn't sell near the lows and I was able to manage my risk right. Also, my first trade on a new ticker is usually always smaller size because I'm not fully comfortable on it yet. KXIN possible break of 4-4. Nice move on this one. Oh man, talk about getting shaken out right before the pop. Oh well, it is what it is. I could have probably averaged down, but I hate averaging down into a breakout kind of pullback trade. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I was a little bit more familiar with this ticker, but for now, I don't mind taking a small loss. I'll take a small loss any day. Solid breakout though. That's what I like to see. Seems based on the past that getting aggressive early on is the way to go on the way to the upside. Bigger. It's a weird ticker for sure. It has a weird trading style. AYRO popping back up. Nice on it. Congrats, man. This is a little bit of a stressful ticker. Velocity, ABCD pattern. Yeah, and in theory would have it broke out of the ABC, right? A, B, C, and then breaking out here. The pullbacks, although they have such light volume, are so aggressive. Nasty stuff. A bit of a key ranging zone, though. I'm not gonna lie, since the open, I feel like I haven't seen something I was super stoked about. Like pre-market, I was watching AYRO and at least profitable trades. Now I'm like a little bit unsure. I don't have that conviction that I had pre-market. I don't know if I just got a little distracted or if just, you know, I'm not really seeing my kind of setups. AYRO is actually having a pretty decent pullback here. King shit. Yeah, not a bad idea, Corey. Not bad ideas. I feel like KXIN and AYRO are just huge candidates for a potential flush. And maybe that's why I'm not trading them so aggressively. I don't know. There's definitely something putting me off a bit. Maybe it's because I had a good pre-market and I feel like I don't want to risk anything at this point. I don't know. There's could be so many factors that kind of influence your trading. Wow, Bren. Nice, man. Big congrats. That's awesome. Sounds good, Corey. All right, guys, we're over 300 viewers right now, concurrent. Welcome to all the new people. I'm not totally sure how many are new right now, but welcome, guys. Love to see you guys again, all the new faces. We'll be coming out with a little midday recap here, probably in the next 45 minutes or so. I'll kind of talk about what's been going on. KXIN, nice little move higher here, man. You got to be aggressive on. Four, 6, critical spot. Next major spot, I would probably argue, is 5 on this one. That's where we had a huge top before. Oh my God, Harley, yes. Yes. I'm going to be putting like the next 3 weeks while I'm in Florida, I'm going to be putting a lot of time into improving the streams. There's a lot of ideas I have. I'm going to be working on Heiko with that. I couldn't really work on it already because my laptop just couldn't handle anything else. Nice 8% move on KXIN, guys. Just whew, really solid. Let's see how that next minute goes. New minute starting now. Looking for a little bit of continuation here. Buying a pullback again. Looking for a break past 4.7. Could be an average down here. Definitely not my ticker, this one. Possibly closing out here, just watching it. I think it still has some energy there. This thing flushes every time a little bit harder than I expected. There's a lot of sellers there. It went 455. Don't really like that. Gotta watch out here. Was looking for that break over 4.7. Has potential, I would argue. Holding this area pretty okay. Closed it out. I'm not going to keep holding this one. I'm not going to hold on to a loser. So stressful. I think it has that potential. So here I go. You know, I'm giving back some profits. Not a big deal. Only down $82 on KXIN. What's stressful is both times I was actually, we'll see about this one. The first time I was right, I got shaken out. Second time, again, you know, try to get more aggressive, buy a quick micro pullback. Looks like maybe I got shaken out again. Snack. Well, oh well. It is what it is. Do I always eyeball my positions? Yeah, I mean, my exits. Yeah, I have my exits pretty tight in check. Like, there's certain like price points that we go past that I'm stopping out. Looks like I stopped out literally as we hit that price target, and is what it is. Woo! 640. It's doing exactly what I wanted. It makes it so much more painful. Stopped out at 4.5. I had my entry roughly at 4.56, and then again at 4.49. So not a big loss. 2 small losses, so it's not really a big deal. I can make that back in one trade and then some. It's just I think I'm always a little bit late to the party on KXIN. It's a little unfortunate, is what it is. Bit of a scratchy little scratcher. Paul says I want to break furniture when that happens. Yeah, I feel you. It's not that I don't want to break furniture sometimes. But you know, over the months and over the years, you just kind of get used to it at one point. Man, oh man, KXIN. Both times my thesis was right. Both times I was shaken out before the resolution. So stressful. This would have been a good trade. We would be up like $200-300 on this trade. Yeah. So painful. Hey, but you know, you have that potential for $200-300. You know, that's how you're consistently profitable. You know, having good risk reward like that. So it's fine. I see a lot of questions in here, guys. Video description below. Tons of FAQs down there. Check them out. Nice move to 4.8 KXIN. Part of me wants to trade this again. The other part is just like, no, you're going to get so upset if you trade this again in these areas. But I think that's what I was telling myself before. And then I decided to trade it, but then I came late to the game, and then I got kind of shaken out. So Mark, I don't know. I don't have specific stats on that, but sometimes yes, sometimes no. I'll tell you what though, I was waiting with KXIN and AYRO at the open. You know, we didn't trade for pretty much the first 15 minutes because I didn't really see the classic moves I was looking for. So, you know. Let's see here. I'm going to take it a little bit, just kind of watch here until I see a setup that speaks to me a little closer. I can't believe it. This thing just had a pullback that's actually working. What do you think about that for a little bit of a head scratcher? Nice, Scott. Congrats, man. Working your way back. That's always nice. You, David, really nice, man. That's a really good return. That's a really good return. Congrats. Bitcoin just doesn't want to stop. I wouldn't even be surprised if it broke 20,000. Well, part of me would be surprised, but at the same time, it's like it's just been so powerful. Man, I could have easily been green on KXIN. I'm a little disappointed in myself that I gave back profits twice in a row. I didn't even really learn from the first trade, arguably. Yeah, oh well. We actually had a perfect entry, and then we were up like 2%, but I didn't sell. Was waiting for that break of 4.7. Maybe you guys are just making me nervous or something. Possible break on 5. Boom! In one candle. Really nice there. Holding its highs there at 5. Let's see how far this can go. Should be able to rip a decent little bit here. Was trying to ride that continuation, but didn't get it. This is one of those few times where just, blindly buying and then holding would have actually worked out the best, but that's always like a really risky maneuver. Nice volume on that last spike. Looking good. Strong flow here, big breakout, big moves, looking healthy. Clean move to the upside. I think this is a bit of a short squeeze going on right now. This Chinese ticker really letting people know what's up. 77% up right now. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, getting into that 5 pullbacks already. That's really aggressive. This could easily be a blow off top right now. Just gotta be really careful here. This is where the FOMO really kicks in, especially if you're down on this ticker. Boom! Rips to a new high. Phew. Up 80% on the day. Wow, the fact that it's breaking 550, I was not expecting that kind of power on this one. Really good to see that energy though. Even if I'm not long it always makes me happy seeing these stickers gap so much. 566. If this ticker keeps doing what it's doing, it's going to get halted. It's up 20%. It should be halted, honestly. I'm not sure why it hasn't. It should have been halted like at before 550. 66. First red candle, first major red candle. Second dip. $5 zone could be huge support. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 big old green 5-minute candles in a row. Nice bounce off of 520. 523 roughly. AYRO had a bit of a flush here. This actually could have been a really good dip buy. Someone had a big sell-off. I was waiting to share quarterly results. Why did they sell off so much? I was actually waiting to buy Sonos. Let's quickly go back here. I had a limit order on this one. Strong sell-off there. 4% pop. KXIN is absolutely just read all of Jonathan's messages. Super funny. Reminds me, I got a little bit of coffee over here. I should probably be sipping on like a little crack baby. KXIN looks like it's officially in the backside of the move. This was a really strong one. We had arguably 4 or 5 pullbacks, depending on what you want to call a pullback. That's a really solid bull flag number. Usually we're at like 2, even 2 is oftentimes already getting sketchy. So when you see like a 4, 5, 1, this one had good energy. I was kind of really not expecting this one to be as strong as it was. But nice to see that. Nice bounce off of 5, possibly here. That was a quick little bounce. Could break 5. Break 5. Could be a nice little dip trade here, looking for a 9 EMA retest at one point. $88 bounce territory. Nice, back above 5. Good to see that. Yeah, I almost took that trade at 88. I was like, all right, let's see how the 88s hold, or like the 80s. Went so fast, super fast. All right, Tyler, good to hear, man. Clean break back above 5. Really good dip opportunity right there. Look at me, I'm sandbagging right now. Oh well, that was nice just to watch. This is a classic move here. I really like what we're seeing with KXIN. This really fits the gap and go strategy pretty perfectly. It's kind of a shame that I'm actually red on KXIN and I'm actually green on AYRO, which was much weirder of a ticker. That's just how it goes sometimes. Nice 9 EMA retest. Perfect. Picture perfect. Brent's got the popcorn for RIOT. Yeah, what? That is a nasty old flash. Almost 10%. Looks like it's having issues holding the highs. I can't believe NIO. That, to me, that is just insane, that ticker. Look at WWR, even popping up on our watch list here as well. Good moves on that one. SUNW, these are all tickers we've traded so many times in the past. SUNW is actually having a solid breakout right now, guys. Nice continuation there. That was a good pullback opportunity. I really don't like switching tickers though and placing a trade right away. Nice, David. Well, if you're in at 560, you got you know, it could go down a 50%, it wouldn't even really phase you. So nice to have that entry, man. Good to have that buffer. Congrats. Don't forget to take profits at one point though. I did have a big crack of momentum. That's what would worry me a little bit with NIO. Wow, AYRO, guys, huge spike there and got halted at 16.17. So it's going to open, or 10.17, it's going to open up again at 23 or 22.78.39. Huge. KXIN kissing VWAP in a second. Watching KXIN, possible trade on it. Could have a 9 EMA retest. Yeah, it was pretty decent. It was decent. Gusney sold GE at 10. Not a bad idea. What's it at right now? 970. Yeah, it looks like it was really getting top heavy. Super top heavy. I wouldn't be surprised if it ended up consolidating a little bit longer here. We even had a short break of 10. So good. It's been a huge run so far, 70%. So taking profits here, Augustin, is probably a really good idea. I'm over allocated anyway in that ticker at this point. AYRO is going to open up here really soon, guys. It's a very subtle little pullback. Yeah, KCAC and GE were great swing trades. No, Rick, I'm not cold. The compression gloves for a carpal tunnel. Nice, Jared. Good idea. That's a good strategy. AYRO is still pumping here. Anyone still trading this ticker? Man, this was a really fun one to trade pre-market. Big volume breakout there. Huge support here at 8.5 roughly. That's a long hold, man. Just stick around long enough, John, and eventually things will start falling into place. No need to rush into anything right now. Man, I just missed a trade on KXIN. I had my limit order at like, what was that, like 82 or something like that. It went down to 85 or whatnot. Dang, just missed that one by a few cents. AYRO could be a perfect bull flag setup right now. I didn't really want to be trading this one closer to 1030 because I was a little nervous that this one comes out with an offering as well. I'm not sure, John, what you're asking. AYRO is either setting up a perfect bull flag right now or it's getting ready for a nasty little shakeout. It's good fun to watch. 8.5 could have been really, really good, just constant fills. Yeah, Rick, sometimes that is the case. Not always, but sometimes for sure. There goes AYRO with a little bit of a shakedown. At the moment, a lot of EV tickers had a pretty strong run. We could review some of the EVs in a bit, but I'm not really looking at any at the moment. Yeah, I miss a lot of trades, so just because I'm not looking at any doesn't mean there's not tons of opportunities. Nice. So AYRO looks like it was forming a bit of a bull flag there. Just did a last little shakeout before possibly doing a solid reversal here. It's good fun to watch. I've only done 2 trades since the market opened. Almost all of my trading happened pre-market today. I'm not sure why I ended up taking a bit more of a backseat once the market opened. We're up 350 right now. We were up 430. Gave back some profit since the market opened, so it looks like I was lacking a little bit of conviction behind my trade so far. That's a good one, James. That's a good one. Nice, Mark. Don't forget to drop a like on the way out. That's a beautiful profit, man. Really, really. It's a good question. What position size are you currently using? Prabhu, this is TD Ameritrade. Check out the FAQs, guys. This is why I have FAQs in the video description below. I got a bunch. They're two different things. Two different things. One's a job, one's wealth accumulation. Mark's leaving us all with a bunch of suspense here. Whoo, 100% TTM. Yeah, Brent, I think you're right. Yes, between it's hard. Like if you're day trading and you're not swing trading, I would probably say somewhere between $20,000 and $50,000 position size if I had to guess. Could even be done with $10,000 position size, but then you're gonna need to get a lot of home run trades in a row. So I kind of doubt it's with 10,000. I would hardly. It's hard to say. But yeah, it could be possible if you have a really, really good day and you just nailed like 5+ home run trades. Nice, guys. I appreciate all dropping all the likes, man. Means a lot, and really kind of is a great place. You guys are really enjoying it, and I'm loving it as well. So far with trading small caps, I don't know, like 850 or 900, one of those, somewhere in between the two. We've had many days over 1,000 with our swing trades, and like, I'm not even talking about my investment account, but just with the day trading, 900 was our best trade since we get done the $25,000 challenge. Pretty much what you guys see on the live stream, minus the swing trades. And but I haven't really changed anything. So as I increase, the days increase as well, and technically our lost days as well. But that's really if you want to have a $4,000 day, a $10,000 day, a $20,000 day, you don't have to change anything. You just have to increase position size. Change things, right? You could always tweak and adjust, right? But when you have a good strategy over the long term, there's no need to take more risk. Just Alfie's been really interested in this Connect 4. We'll have to try to incorporate that at one point. Take care, James. All right, I got my chart still up here. I don't know. Maybe we'll do another trade. It's hard to say. Let's just do a little bit of a recap right now and just kind of think about what's currently going on. It's 144, so I could write that down. 144. Recap time. So let's think what happened here. So AYRO was our lead gapper, and this is good if anyone's looking to maybe trade this later today as well. We're looking at AYRO right now. Oops, what did I just move over? Definitely not the right thing. This ticker, let me zoom in here a little bit. USA Auto Manufacturing Company, cyclical, you guys know it, they do that, we were talking about it pre-market already, but basically they're making these cars that you'll see like on a college campus, on a factory, at a hotel, golf course. They're kind of make these like, you know, Dr. Green Thumb or, you know, anything that, you know, some maintenance crew is using, which is nice, a good EV segment that, you know, it makes a lot of sense. 10 million float, so it's a much smaller company. They're really up a lot today. You can see their market cap right now is 220, so yesterday it was 130. They announced financial results, which honestly don't really look that, I mean, they're promising, but for a $200 million company, you definitely would be expecting a lot more. Revenues at $400,000. They have a loss overall, $2.1 million EBITDA loss. That's not really good. Their debt is really low, so that's nice, and they have a lot of cash on hand. So, you know, this position, this company is really positioned for long-term growth, and it seems like they're you know, not going anywhere. I've read a lot of negative articles about this company saying, you know, there's a lot of shady stuff going on. They did a reverse merger, blah blah blah. Long term, it's bad for investors, which could be true. I know personally, I would not want to be holding AYRO long term. They've done an offering before, and it crushed the stock price, and they'll probably do an offering again in these prices. So it's been on a huge multi-day run. For me, it's way too overbought, 230% move to the upside. But day trading this one was really good fun. To me, I missed the original 7 o'clock move to the upside. That was a pretty strong 26% move. What I did instead is I started buying pullbacks. I did a little bit of dip trade. I bought another pullback trade. So very conservative trading. And then eventually, once the volume came in with AYRO, that's when I was like, okay, big volume coming in here. I'm going to buy the breakout. So then I bought 2 more pullbacks here, looking for base hits. And then I pretty much wrapped it up with AYRO. Technically, out of the gates, I missed a lot of interesting moves. But to me, I was a little bit more news coming off, and that's why I didn't trade it, which, you know, in hindsight wasn't probably the best idea. I think I could have brought this account from this profit from $400 to like maybe $600-700 at least on AYRO. So I definitely left a lot of money on the table. Yeah, where do we think AYR is going to go? I don't know. From this area, 9.5, you know, this is a huge resistance zone. We broke through it. We're at a pretty much new all-time high for AYRO. So, you know, who knows how far it's going to go. That's always a very difficult thing to say, obviously, but to me, I think it's a little bit overextended here. At one point, the resistance is going to start kind of flowing in, and I would just, you know, keep that in mind. I would be a little bit more reserved in a way. The short float here is 12.8%. So let's go to KXIN. KXIN is the other ticker we're looking at. Chinese shell company, 1 million float here. So this one much lower AYRO. But look at this short float, 72%. So AYRO actually, I mean, KXIN actually has no catalyst today, but they have a huge short float. So I think today we're seeing a huge short squeeze. That's really what we're seeing today. 185 million market cap, so kind of the same size. Yeah, this is an impressive consolidated running again. $6 is huge resistance. You can even see that on FinViz. So that's a clear resistance zone. So these two are the tickers that, you know, I find the most interesting today, and we'll keep one until we maybe find something else. Mohammed, you only gotta write things one time, man. You don't have to spam the chat like that. Thanks for letting us know, but please don't spam the chat, or else I'm gonna have to put you on timeout. Yeah, I mean that's a good point, David. David says, "Look how many moves Alex missed out on. FOMO is the enemy." That's super true. Like I missed so many moves today, but it doesn't matter because I got the moves I wanted. I took my profits when I had them, and then a really important way to day trade, because if I, let's say, got huge FOMO and then I bought at the peak here or something like that, and then I closed out pre-market profits, I'd be way more upset. At one point, and this trade doesn't really matter. That's just like, it's good to see that energy. I look at it is I didn't miss it because I wasn't trying to trade it. Just like whatever, I mean, there's hundreds of stocks today probably with like a perfect setup, but I'm only watching 2 certain setups. So to me, it's about, getting as much as you can out of the market every day at profit. Okay, we'll look at FUV as well. So with KXIN, honestly, I really almost embarrassing at this point, but we had a nice breakout here. We had a nice rounded bottom, pretty much a cup and handle formation. Then we had a pullback here and identified the pullback. I bought the pullback, but I bought it prematurely at 22, so right around here, which normally is actually a pretty good spot because you don't break in the 9 EMA this much. Anyway, we ended up breaking the 9 EMA and then I stopped out at the 4.2. So I took a small loss on this one. The problem was that's actually, it was a very quick pullback. Then it had an 8% move and I'm like, oh. So, the right idea on this clean pullback on an upwards trending stock. And then, had another pullback and had another pull. I get shaken out when the 9 EMA breaks. In hindsight, this probably looks really ridiculous that I got stopped out here. A lot of times, that's a big red flag, and that's my max stop. So it is what it is. If I wanted to adjust it a little bit, I should have been more conservative, stopped out on the break of 9 EMA. That was a little bit more aggressive. So yeah, I definitely missed some good opportunities on KXIN for sure. But it is what it is. I'm still walking away green today, so I'm pretty happy. For now, it's really consolidating here, possibly having a bit of a double bottom around KXIN. If it does not break VWAP pretty much right now, this could be a good buying opportunity for a move back above 5 and then 550. I'm not sure if it's going to do it now, but that could be a theory. So let's see if it holds VWAP here and then kind of go from there. Really quickly. FUV is just on fire. This is the ticker that sometimes we come back to and talk about. Golfing candle right here. I would not expect FUV to break 616 today. Today is more of it looks like a clear pullback day. It's an inside candle. So the candle to the left is an engulfing candle, the trading movement. So until we break 1616, I have low expectations for FUV today. Also volume, faded a little bit from yesterday, the day before. This has been a huge move. It looks like today, some good bottom bounces today. Had a really good break of the 9 EMA today. That's a solid spot break right here. And then a little move higher. This is probably the best trade of the day. One of the best right there. Because right before it had big green volume and then the sell volume was getting less. So very nice there. KXIN might break 480. To me, FUV is totally overextended. I really don't think I could get... If I was this company, I'd probably think about even doing an offering. USA recreational vehicles market cap yesterday, 23 million float. So that's an offering. Watch out, guys. $15 million offering on this one. Yes. This is like the company that always reminds me of Solo a little bit, but they actually look a little cooler and more fun than Solo. If we actually go here to the EVs quick, you can see FUV is on the lower end, while Solo is almost twice the market cap. Crazy. And FUV, I would have to look into how much they're actually selling, but FUV is a better deal than Solo because Solo's production. So I would have to see how much production these guys are doing. Looks like they're already delivering. Dang, that's a super fancy looking mobile. At market at 1325. The fact that it's not falling off a cliff is actually a bullish sign. Explodes November 24th. That's some serious dilution though. What is super high amount of shares? But that's why it's not falling off a cliff today, because it's not, the shares aren't too much. All right, Kaylin, take care. Happy to have you here. Hopefully see you Monday. Monday, we're going to be in Florida, guys. SPI back at it. KXIN could be an opportunity. Interesting spot, having a little bit of a possible double bottom and a bounce. It's either going to flush VWAP right now or it's going to break back above 5. It's a big question, you know, how do you want to play this one? I would not be buying here though. I would maybe buy into strength. Let's quickly run through some of the EV stocks. Tesla really holding these highs after this news. Broke a new high, 508, just absolutely insane. Toyota always baffles me how low the volume is on Toyota. KXIN, guys, making a little bit move higher here. Watching it, watching it, watching it. Small size on KXIN. Sold at $5 KXIN. Sorry, I couldn't switch screens fast enough. Pretty much just made back some of our losses on KXIN just watching this one. That was a good energy on that ticker. Like I said, I was not going to buy on the sell momentum, but I was going to buy into strength. That's what we started seeing. We started seeing strength, and I bought into the 9 EMA breakout at 94. Sold on the break of 5. I didn't really think 5 was going to break. Then my computer was so lagged, I didn't even notice that it did break 5. So my limit order just got executed. Couldn't even get out. Nice, made about 8 cents a share on that one. Wow, my computer's really slow right now. It's almost not working. Let me close some of these tabs here. So KXIN could be an entry on a break of 5.2. I'm gonna be a little bit more cautious here. Good to see some power. Sold a little bit too soon on that one. I wish I held a little bit longer, but I would have closed my limit order that I had, my sell limit order, but the order book was not even moving for me, and then all of a sudden it broke, and then it was so quick. Good volume here, kind of coming back in. Take care, David, man. Sell those houses. I wouldn't be surprised if the KXIN pullback was a little stronger, so I wouldn't get too aggressive on a possible pullback. Now, that was a good one. That was a good pullback. You know, originally, I would have probably bought on that 5. But knowing that KXIN's been getting me kind of good lately, I didn't. All right, I think I might be done trading for today. Could see some continuation here back above 5.2. That's what I would be looking for. Nice, 5.32. Yeah, this time that pullback would have worked. This time it would have worked like I traded it before. So it's not an exact science, you know, it never is. It's always a little bit of feeling and you know, trying to read the emotions of the ticker, because all price is just a bunch of human emotions thrown onto a chart. So sometimes you know, you got a good read on these emotions, and sometimes you feel like you're a little bit on the outside. And I think today, once the market opened, I felt like I was a little bit more on the outside. That's why I was not getting it. And then, you know, this one just now, I felt a little bit more secure. Possible dip here below 5 on KXIN. This could be a phenomenal entry coming up here. 504, let's see if it holds. Small size fill possibly at 97. That wasn't really quick enough on that one. Did exactly what I was wanting, and originally I could have hit my limit order at 93. Nice. I would be looking for that bounce back above. Let's see what happens here. I'm not long. I think my problem with KXIN right now is just the fact that it's near kind of flush territory. If it breaks, sets up a move past VWAP, that's really what would make me super uncomfortable in this ticker. Nice move back above 95. Volume is much lighter on this maker. I think this is going to be a bit of a ranging zone on this one, actually. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, you know what? I'm clearly getting a little bit mentally unstable right now. Like, I think it's better if I wrap up. I'm like talking trades into my head at this point. So what's cool is I had 2 losses on KXIN. I saw one good opportunity that I wanted, and boom, I made back my losses. I'm still down 250, so you know, next coffee is on KXIN. The ticker owes me a coffee, but boom. That's why you cut your losses quickly, because if you start, you know, not cutting your losses, you start waiting, you start averaging down into losers. you know, you're going to start digging yourself a big hole. But if you cut your losses quickly, then one green trade can easily put you back, and then it's all just a numbers game. So that's really what it's all about. Welcome to the community, Paul. This is the first time I was actually watching the stream where I could actually see if somebody subscribed or not. If you're totally new here, guys, consider subscribing. We'd love to see you again. The community is growing. We're all learning together. 2021 is going to be a heck of a year. I'm super excited for it. Next time on Monday, you guys are going to see me in Florida. I'm going to be with Heiko. If you guys don't know Heiko, check out South Florida Fishing Channel. He's always doing the funniest stuff. And yeah, that pretty much wraps up trading for my end. Hopefully you guys did as well. How to join the free Discord? Yeah, Bren. If you guys don't know, Brendan lives in the Discord. He's always posting really good stuff in there. So there's a link right under the video. It's called tradejournal.co/connect. The reason it's called Connect is because you can get connected with all the things you need to know on this channel. I'm actually going to update this video. This is an old video when Trade Journal was still in beta mode. So I'm going to update this video. If you guys want to check out some of my my watch lists and latest trades, this is my user profile. It's going to be updated at one point. You can see I have 1,282 documented trades. Yeah, these are some of my last trades. My Hillian trade. Oof. This is the foundation video series, guys. If you're into day trading or swing trading, this will get you up to speed and you don't know what's going on in these videos. This live stream, some slides that I think you guys can benefit from. I use these slides myself. I got them literally printed out and I always look at them. The sponsors, we got Webull, guys. They're off giving away 4 free stocks. So check out the sponsors. And if you guys are into a savings account, check out Yoda Savings. Use the code Winkler to get 100 free lottery tickets to have a chance to win $10 million. I won $4 last week, so that was pretty cool. We got a Facebook group. We got a Discord group. This is the one that Brent is telling you guys to join. That's where the money's hiding. Well, sometimes there's some good trading ideas in there. I'm always eating it. I'm always checking out with a box of popcorn. We also have a Trade Journal store. I really got to get somebody to manage the store because I don't really have time for it. We got a few. I have a shirt and a sweater from it, which I find pretty dope, but it's definitely missing some, I would say, more trendy merchandise, let's just say. I don't know if the unsubscribe or resubscribe thing works. But I would recommend don't do it if you've been a subscriber for a while, because I think at one point we're going to be doing stuff like this person's been subscribed for, I don't know, 8 months or so, and we're going to be giving shout outs. I think, I don't know, but just keep that in mind. But yeah, I'm not totally sure. Off grid, welcome to the channel. Before I go, tell us what NIO is going to do. Honestly, nobody knows what NIO is going to do. Nobody. To me, when I look at NIO, I get a little bit nervous, honestly. I mean, we saw what a lot of EV tickers were doing today, guys. Offerings from KNDI, FUV did an offering. Just be careful. Tesla even does an offering. Companies at these prices, they want to raise capital. It's a hot, competitive market and industry. You want to stay competitive, and the way you're going to do that is have a lot of money to spend. So I honestly don't know why NIO hasn't done an offering. Maybe their true value really is at $54. I don't know. I mean, this company right now is getting to the point where it's like 1/10 of the price of or market cap of Tesla, which in my eyes is insane. It is kind of like, you know, the Chinese Tesla, and, you know, China is huge, but I don't know. It kind of reminds me a little bit of SPCE. Just snapshot this in your head quickly. So we have a huge red candle here with the biggest volume. This is what I call a crack of momentum. If we just go to the SPCE really, and and take this with a grain of salt because I've been overly biased to the downside on NIO. So I don't want like to break any hearts, but I don't think I can buy in these areas. SPCE had the similar situation. On the biggest candle we had, it was a red candle, and it was a big red candle, and it was a bit of a doji as well. At first it was a blow off top, and then it was a doji, and then we kind of closed where we opened. The reason I'm saying that is because that was, at the time, I closed out my swing trade because of that move. So you can see we closed out, we entered here at $22, and we sold at $38. This was a really good swing trade, and I was like, I'm going to keep holding it until I see a crack of momentum. And when I saw this big red candle and a doji candle, I was like, there's a crack of momentum. I'm selling it. So if we just go back to NIO really quickly, you can see the same situation with NIO. It doesn't mean nothing's guaranteed. It does not mean the run's over. It could easily run past 55. I don't know. But to me, when I see something like this, I'm like, people are getting anxious, and especially on a rally like this. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? Maybe shorts are going to come in, and then they're going to get squeezed, and it's going to keep running higher. But to me, it's not a good risk-reward swing trade at this point. I don't know. Like, do what your heart desires, and everyone has a different trading style. And you guys know I'm an extremely conservative trader. So it's like, sometimes I miss a lot of moves because I'm too conservative. I'm waiting for it to pull back too much. I'm waiting for, like we saw today, I'm waiting for dips sometimes to happen that don't happen. So it's like, I buy my breakouts too late. So it's just, figure out what works for you, and good luck. And yeah, we're all in this together. Let me actually go here back to KXIN and see if I need to cry later. See if yeah, okay, we did all right. I wanted to buy this pullback here at 93. I removed my limit order, so that could have put me green on the day on KXIN. So yeah, I don't know. That would have been a good idea, but it is what it is. Right now in the 5-minute, could be setting up a bull flag. I'm going to love documenting my trades on KXIN. One of my favorite parts about documenting my trades is looking back and being like, that's what I should have done. Or like, ooh, that's what happened. So I don't know. No more trading for me. I'm done trading for the day, guys. But I love documenting my trades. So I'm excited to come back here and study what happened. It can be good. Ross is the opposite. Ross Cameron, one of the best traders, small cap day traders, he's extremely aggressive. So I'm the opposite of Ross Cameron, but we're both profitable because we understand ourselves. We understand what works for us, and we look for the setups that are our bread and butter. So, he's better at buying breakouts. I don't know if I'm better at anything trading wise, but I focus on buying pullbacks, and I really like doing that. And so that's my forte. That's really what I'm good at. Yeah. Yeah, Wild Boys, that's actually a good idea. You know what? If you guys are, KXIN guys, here's the FOMO train. Who's jumping on it? Pravu, please stop trying to hack pretty much our community. It's really not a nice thing to do. I'm gonna put you in timeout. If you continue doing it, you're gonna be muted. Yeah, that's true. He did have a few red days, but some markets everyone's strategy works in different conditions, and like lately, I think the conditions weren't perfect for his strategy. Oftentimes, when he has like a $100,000 green day, I'm actually usually in the red because it's like didn't fit my strategy at all. Okay, in the Discord, guys, I'm gonna put a section for Florida or meetups or something. And we can talk about some ideas in that section in the Discord. So I'll see you guys in the Discord. You guys write some funny stuff in here. I love. Sometimes I can't check the chat for like a couple minutes, and then I go back and I just see what you guys are writing. It's always hilarious. Nice, Brent. Thanks for reminding me to mention the Discord. I see you said 7 people joined the Discord already. Awesome. That's good. Good activities. Oh, KXIN, guys. Oh my lord. All right, I gotta leave before I start trading. So, better I don't get out of here before I do something silly. It's super dark in here right now, I feel like. No mo FOMO. That's good. That's a good. To me, if I'm up or down 10%, that's like my gauge of like if it's a good or bad day. And then if I'm down 10%, that's when I stop trading for the day, because it only gets worse after that. Oh, KXIN, you are my little devil. I think we hit a new record of likes today. I'm not totally sure, but 140 definitely sounds like a pretty freaking awesome number in my eyes. All right, guys, I hope you have some great weekend plans. I'm going to take my glove off. That's when you know things are getting a little serious up in here. That way the old lady knows. You know what? I'm not even going to finish that. I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to not keep talking. Ah, KXIN, what am I doing in here? This is dangerous. Woo. Yeah, I'll definitely look into that. Facebook, and then maybe even Twitch down the road. We'll see. That's what I was thinking. Only clean bangers. I was like, oh, this is not a good idea. This is almost as bad as KXIN messing with my head. All right, Ramoli, I'm gonna put CAN on the list. I really do have a list. All the time you guys call it a ticker, I just keep adding it to it. I'm a little backlogged, let's just say. Content. Tampa, Florida in the house. Really cool. I feel like I have a lot of friends that moved to Tampa after high school. All right, guys. Peace out. Good night. Only clean bangers. Good night, everyone else. Have a great start to your Friday or rest of your Friday, depending on which time zone you guys are all in. Like, some people are ending their day like me. Some people are probably starting their day. I gotta start packing. My flight's mad early tomorrow. So I'll see you guys. I don't know. I'll see you guys Monday, the latest. Take care, guys. Peace out. Stay safe. Be careful if you keep on trading. KXI will play some devil tricks on you. Hopefully not. Hopefully you guys can manage yourselves. I believe in you guys. I don't have to say anything. You guys know what to do. Ciao, guys. Bye-bye.